Hello, YouTube. This is your girl, Carm Kaboom, broadcasting live from out here. I want to say hello to those and my real supporters. Hopefully, you all are doing fine this fine Monday. The day is the 24th. Either the 23rd or the 24th of April. This month has really gotten out of here, right? We're almost at the beginning of May 2023. So much has happened, and we have so much to be thankful for as well as to talk about. So, with that being said, let's talk about it, shall we? Shall we talk about it? Wow, really? So, we may have a little bit of technical difficulty because my phone has been acting up. I think I know what's going on with it. So until I can get it sorted out, this is what we're dealing with. Until I can get it to the shop, this is what we're dealing with. Okay, so let me put my seatbelt on and get this bumpy ride started. It's really dark out here. Where I'm currently staying, I don't think I'm gonna stay out here very long. I have decided I'm not gonna stay out here very long. But let me show y'all how dark it is. Let me show you how dark it is. Let me show you how dark it is out here. Can y'all see? Ooh. I need to take this off. Can y'all see how dark it is out here? It is so dark out here. It is so dark. And way over there is where a few businesses are. But it is so dark. And if I turn my lights off, hold on. If I turn my lights off, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I cannot afford to be breaking down out here, right? Man, come on now. It is so dark out here. Look at that. Look. It is extremely dark out here. Ooh. But anyway, let me put this phone in the phone holder and get started talking to y'all. Okay. So, a lot of you may be aware of who Jimmy Townsend is. Jimmy Townsend is the ex-husband of Majorie Harvey. Majorie Harvey is the current wife of Steve Harvey. And Jimmy, he went to jail, prison. He was scheduled to stay in prison for the rest of his life. However, he received clemency, I believe, under Barack Obama, former president of the United States. And he served about 27 years in prison. And he promised to, dedicate the remainder of his life, according to what I heard and saw him on Facebook saying, to educating young boys about the ills of selling illegal drugs and substances overall. So I saw a couple of videos and posts on his Facebook page where he has done some of that. But in my opinion, it seems like he's possibly mixing a little bit of that with clout chasing Steve Harvey and possibly building his own brand off of the brand of Steve Harvey. Now, previously, you know, I got caught up in this Steve Harvey debacle and this whole let's bring Steve Harvey down, all of this social media chatter. Okay. And to a certain degree, I would say I was perhaps bamboozled and drawn into that, but I'm so glad that I only went so far with it based on one-sided conversation. We've heard a whole lot of testimony and commentary from Steve Harvey's ex-wife, Majorie Harvey, and I feel like based on her commentary, she may have been given a bad deal in the divorce. And to summarize it, she feels like Majorie Harvey may have stolen her man and stolen her life. And Steve, he seems to have a thing for these women with their names. First name start with M, because his first wife, I think her name, the twins, mom, I think her name was Marcia. And then he met Mary, and then he's with Marjorie. So he has a thing for that type of sounding woman and things. And so it seems. So, him and Marjorie, they have been living, or from the outside looking in, it seems like they've been living the fabulous life, right? They've been all across the globe and traveling and dressing and these high fashions and labels and just doing the damn thing. And from the outside looking in, it seems like they have such a perfect marriage, but nothing is perfect, right? But they've been doing a really great job with the representation of a wonderful marriage. So we've heard from Mary, as relates to the demise of their marriage and what happened with their son, and she feels like they stole her son from her. And I don't know what the relationship is between her son and her currently, but we haven't heard from her son, and their son is very grown now. He can speak for himself. And we haven't heard from Steve. And I think Steve, after some consideration, I think Steve has done the right thing by remaining silent and just letting the dogs bark, okay? Because he's too busy with all these jobs. How many jobs? I've lost count of how many jobs he has, okay? And he's been so busy building his empire, he just doesn't have time for the barking dogs. And he's just letting them say whatever they want to say and think whatever they want to think. And, I think that's a really, really great option on the board, and I have began to use that same philosophy for my own social media life. So many people have had so much to say about me, and a lot of them don't know what they're talking about. But you get to a point where you grow and you have elevated to a point where you don't have to prove anything to anybody, especially when you consider the source and consider who they are and what they are and where they are. Okay. And their whole goal is to bring you down. They want to bring Steve Harvey down, these niggas. Okay? They want to destroy Steve Harvey, these niggas. And the same, goes for me. It's nobody but the niggas making these videos talking about Steve Harvey. It's nobody but these niggas making these videos talking about Karma Kaboom. So when you think about the source, you can rise above the niggas. Okay, so that's one thing that I've learned from Steve Harvey, from watching all of these dogs barking, and trying to rip at his ankles and all his high label designer clothes and things. They've tried to destroy the man because they're jealous of the man. Let's be honest about it. Let's be honest about it. Steve has the right to go on about his life. No relationship is perfect. No relationship is solid. And nothing is promised. Okay? So he reserves the right to change his mind. If he wants to dump Mary and pick up Margie, so be it. Okay, yes, some hearts are going to be crushed in the process, but some hearts are going to be happy in the process also. So I respect his option to go on with his life with Marjorie. Okay, she looks better, she probably smells better, and she probably has better pussy. So let Steve go on about his life. And his son, whether he has been coerced or not, if he wants to go on and be with Marjorie as his stepmom, and not have any contact with his biological mom, that's his choice. He's not the first one that has done that. And I'm pretty sure, he still has love for his mom. But, we don't know the whole story. And that's their story to hold and not tell if they don't want to tell it. And I respect it. And I shall go on with my life. Okay? So, here comes Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy. Now, Jimmy is a good-looking man. He's 77, 76 years old. And he's been holding his own. So, apparently, it looks like he's been lifting weights or drinking water or something in prison, because he has not fallen off a bit. Based on his younger pictures, he still looks real good. His skin is still firm. He has a nice set of teeth. He has a nice smile. He wants to tell his side of the story as it relates to, what happened between him and Margie. And, he took the rap for the drugs. And, so many people have labeled Marjorie as the gold digger. Well, if that be the case, she's not the first gold digger. If that's the case, and if the men don't have a problem with her digging gold, why should we? Why should we have a problem with her digging gold? And meanwhile, a lot of these people who are talking about her digging gold, they're digging dirt, and trying their best to hope for her downfall, and they're struggling just to survive from day to day. And they're sick and tired of watching Marjorie live her best life while they pretend to live their best life. And it all boils down to envy and jealousy. After I've thought about it for some time, I think it boils down to envy and jealousy. And Jimmy, I was really believing his narrative that he wants to set the record straight. He wants to tell his side of the story. But after, these past few weeks, from looking on his Facebook page, and he's posting all these old pictures of him and Marjorie. Okay, if this is his ex-wife and now she has a new husband, I think it's very disrespectful to be posting all these old pictures of you, Jimmy, and Marjorie hugged all up and things. Okay, that life is old. That's behind you. Okay, that life is behind you. And Marjorie has a whole new husband, a whole new family, and she's left you behind. She hasn't mentioned you on Facebook. She hasn't posted you on Facebook, and I doubt she ever will. So I have concluded that perhaps Jimmy might be a little bit bitter and scorned, and he wants to level the score, if you will, and take advantage of the fact that Marjorie is now a millionaire and living this fabulous life. And, he wants to build a name for himself. He wants to seemingly build a brand for himself. And he's attaching himself like a leech in my opinion, to Marjorie's high heels. And he won't let go. And everything that he talks about goes back to Marjorie, seems like. Marjorie. Steve Harvey. I'm sick of it. Okay? Live your life. Okay? Marjorie's no longer a part of your life. Build your own brand without Marjorie and Steve Harvey. And I'm sick of these clout chasers, these overzealous, overgrown clout chasers. Okay? And I get it. Steve Harvey, and nobody does this type of clout chasing but niggas. You know, and it's pathetic. It's pathetic. You don't see any white people making these videos dogging out Steve Harvey. Okay? You don't see any Indians doing this. You don't see any Mexicans doing this. You don't see nobody else, no other race of people doing this but black niggas. And these are the same niggas who pretend to be so pro-black. Black Lives Matter. We need to stick together. We need to build each other up instead of tearing each other down. We need to unify. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And they're a total contradiction. Okay? And I think it's really, really, really sad when you have an old grandpa who just can't let go. Just can't let go. And, you know, whatever. So, I had contacted Jimmy some weeks ago to ask him for an interview, and he ignored me. But I see he found some interest in interviewing with two, not just one, two raggedy ghetto bloggers. One who is also a clout chasing grandpa. The begging pastor. He's been trying to restart his 15 minutes of fame for the longest time, and he just scraping the bottom of the bucket and trying to reignite some interest in his platform. Nobody's interested, and he begs more than he blogs. Okay, he's always begging. And some of his callers call in and say that, and he gets mad at them. It's the truth. He begs. And it's clear that he's jealous of Steve Harvey. He's always got Steve Harvey in his mouth and trying to find a way to capitalize off of Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. I'm sick of it. And meanwhile, Steve Harvey ain't thinking about you. And then he's hoping that Steve Harvey will look at this little pitiful interview and feel some kind of way. Steve Harvey don't give. I can speak for Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey don't give a fuck about you. Okay? All right? So, Steve Harvey can travel all over the globe. Meanwhile, these niggas can only go down the street and turn around and come right back and clout chase off of Steve Harvey, wearing them old-fashioned soul dog outfits with them long-ass mouths on the front of the shoes. Please, you are so beneath Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, oh, please. And, you know, the begging pastor, he's interviewing Jimmy. And I saw a few clips of it tonight on YouTube. And he can barely sit up in the chair because he's too big and he's too sick. Okay? He can barely catch his breath. How are you going to be an interviewer and you can't hardly talk? Because you're too sick and you can't catch your breath. Your lungs are on their last leg. Okay? And then, how ghetto is it? Why can't niggas change the battery in their smoke detector? Okay, he didn't want to interview with me, but here he is want to interview with a nigga, a clout chasing nigga that has this loud ass smoke detector buzzing in the background, chirping in the background and just aggravating the hell out of me. And I'm pretty sure it aggravated some other people. And interrupting the whole interview. And the interview was subpar at best. Okay. And I'm so sick of these raggedy niggas. And, you know, I guess I wasn't ghetto enough, perhaps. So I see not only did he go with the begging pastor to interview with the begging pastor, he's also interviewing with this loud, country ass, overrated blogger on YouTube who looks like Flavor Flav. If Flavor Flav and Whoopi Goldberg or Little Boosie and Whoopi Goldberg had a baby, it would be her. And then she turns around and she wants to interview the begging pastor. All of them are clout chasing. And the begging pastor and that big mouth blogger who looks like Little Boosie with a longer hairstyle. Okay, she clearly is run out and busting the bottom of the YouTube clout chasing bag. Okay, if you want to turn around and interview Jimmy and the cousin pastor 2 for 1, clearly she's run out of people to interview. So it just both of them, the begging pastor and her, the blogger with the big mouth, both of them are trying to clout chase off of each other, clearly. But anyway, you know, I guess he wants to go, Jimmy, I guess he wants to go with these two ghetto bloggers because, you know, he feels like, well, maybe they have a bigger platform. Let me tell you something about that bigger. Bigger is not always better. Okay, and then what about this part? A lot of these so-called bigger platforms, they have bought a lot of their subscribers, a lot of their supporters, just like the big, wide, country mouth blogger. Okay, make it make sense. If you have over 1 million subscribers and your average videos is only what, 20-some thousand, 100 and some thousand, depending on who you're talking about, depending on your content, depending on who you're interviewing. Okay, the most that you can get is 100,000 views. Some of those might be bought subscribers, bought views too. But if you have 1 million subscribers, seems like, you know, each video should top what, 200, 500,000, 700 and some thousand. Make it make sense. The numbers are not numbering, okay? But I'll let y'all go ahead and pretend like she's the bigger YouTuber, okay? And not that I'm in competition with nobody, you know, because mine is mine and hers is hers, okay? But I think it's a shame that you're building a platform and capitalizing off of shitting on your own community. You ain't trying to expose. And then look at it. Okay, the whole platform is built off of exposing black people and showing the worst in other black people. But y'all let her get away with, oh, she all about black people and black power and this and that and the other. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is a bitter ass, ugly ass black woman who is clearly trying to get back, ugly motherfucker. Okay, and I let her go ahead and shit on her own race of people and judge the hell out of everybody, but then you turn around and complain that I'm shitting on people and blah blah blah. But anyway, the select outrage is real. You know, it's okay when she do it, but it's a problem when I do it. We both basically doing the same thing, but I have a little bit more decorum than she does. But I digress. But you know, I was telling one of my wonderful subscribers about this, and it really did hurt. I'm gonna be honest about it. It really did hurt my feelings when, you know, for weeks I had asked Jimmy about interviewing And he just let my little request sit in his inbox and collect dust like I was a nobody. But he wants to interview with the begging pastor and this ugly ass loudmouth overrated YouTuber. Okay, so I guess I wasn't ghetto enough. I guess I don't lie on people enough. I guess I don't beg enough. Okay, I guess. Okay, so after I think about it, I'm not really, my feelings is not really hurt. But at first, over the weekend, my feelings was really, really crushed. And I said, wow. And this son of a bitch in behind me. And my subscriber, she was saying, well, this is a great opportunity for you to help you go to the next level and, expand your platform. It wasn't even about that for me. It wasn't even about that for me. I was just wanting to have a candid conversation with the man and, listen to what he had to say. It's never about, the numbers and trying to get the biggest interview to clout chase all over social media and be so sensationalized and get more numbers and more subscribers and more cash out. Okay, more clicks and more views. That's what it's about for a lot of these YouTubers, but that's not my objective ever. Okay, some of these YouTubers, they do it for the clout, and let me say this: all YouTubers are not created equal. All content creators are not created equal. All influencers are not created equal. All bloggers are not created equal. And there's a difference. There's a difference in all of us. And ever since, a lot of these niggas came to YouTube within the last, I would say, 5 to 10 years, they have ruined social media. Okay, and everybody wants to be an interviewer. Everybody's not qualified to interview. You don't have any skills. And for me, I'm natural with it. And I can flow with the best of them or whoever. And some of these people, they're so raggedy. They don't have any quality interviewing skills. And they don't know how to ask the right questions. They're real ghetto and things. And I can switch up. I'm like a chameleon. I can be classy. I can be kind of edgy. I can do this. I can do that. But a lot of these people are only one way, and then those are the ones. A lot of times they get the numbers. I get it. A lot of people are ghetto in this current society. A lot of people are ratchet, and they have glamorized being ratchet in this culture. I will not conform. I will not lower my standards to the sewer. Okay, if ratchet and ghetto is your thing, you go right ahead and join the ratchet club and the ghetto fabulous folks. Okay. And, a lot of people tell lies on other folks. So they like the bloggers that tell lies and talk a lot of hateful stuff against their own community and, don't fact check, just sit up and run their fucking mouth and things. Okay. Some people are attracted to that because, they see themselves in that person. So energy attracts energy, right? So it is what it is. But I was feeling a way. I was really feeling a way this weekend because at first I was like feeling so such a level of respect for Jimmy. I'm thinking he's this older man, he don't reform, and he was seemingly a person that had a piece of integrity about himself. But I felt so disrespected when he stepped over me and ignored me to go over there and interview with this garbage. I consider her garbage, okay? And then she's so ugly. I don't see how people can listen at her. She's so loud and ghetto. Ooh, I don't see how you can sit up and listen at that trash. But anyway, a lot of people like trash, so I'm not going to beat you up if you like trash. It is what it is, okay? And if you can make money being trash, so be it. I'm not going to knock your hustle, okay? But what goes up must come down, okay? And then, you know, I've never been in competition with none of these YouTubers. Never. And I never will. And, you know, if you can sit amongst the celebrities and even politicians or whoever, go for it. Go for it. But I still maintain this. Bigger is not always better. But so many people are so enamored by, oh, I gotta see how many numbers you got. And I have had so many people who and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I have had so many people, you know, celebrities, ordinary people, regular people, you know, you name it, to interview. And while we in the inbox, you know, going over, you know, scheduling the interview, the first thing that let me tell you, these niggas, it's nobody but these niggas. And that's why I have said to myself, I cannot just focus and limit myself. If I want to interview people from time to time, I cannot limit myself to just black people, because you cannot grow with just black people. You cannot just eliminate everybody else, because it's interesting people, and there's so many people got so many different stories to tell and things that we can learn from a diversified perspective. I'm not gonna limit myself to just black people, interviewing black people. No. Because a lot of these black people won't support you. Okay, let's be honest about that. And there's so many interesting people in the world, okay, other than black people, okay? So, and I'm certainly not going to go out of my way to get people to interview based on a sensationalized scenario, okay? And show the worst in them and listen at the worst in them and them shitting on other black people. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. But, you know, we live in a society where, you know, that's hot, that's trending, that's popping. Okay, black people shitting on black people. And then they turn around a total contradictory of themselves. Black lives matter, but you instead of shitting on each other. And it boils down to hate. You hate each other, but you will never admit that. But anyway, you know, when I have, like I said, I have gone out of my way to schedule a lot of these interviews. And, you know, my platform is built upon a whole lot of things. Okay, I might talk about myself. I might talk about other people, places, and things. That's what my platform is about. And every now and again, I might find someone interesting that has an interesting story or perspective and interview them. I might interview some of my subscribers. You know, I might have a meet and greet and go live, and that might be the content for that day, whatever. However I feel, that's what the content is. It's interesting things and interesting people and places in everywhere you look, okay? So, when I have, like I said, try to schedule a lot of these interviews, the first thing these niggas want to do is ask me, oh, what's the name of your platform? And then they want to go to the page and see how many numbers you have, how many subscribers you have, because they feel validated by fucking numbers. They feel validated by numbers. And I wish niggas would get out of that. Okay. It's a lot of celebrities that have YouTube channels. They don't even have that many subscribers. They don't have that many views on their videos. But they are A-list celebrities. It's not about the fucking numbers, but you got these niggas who are brainwashed and conditioned that you are validated by numbers, and you ain't nobody. Don't let nobody tell you that. You ain't nobody unless you got a big platform and you got big numbers. Motherfuck the numbers, okay? What about your fucking content? Okay, do you have anything interesting to say? Are you saying anything? Are you making a difference out here? Here this motherfucker is that looks like Flavor Flav / Little Boosie. Okay, she got a big, so-called big platform, over 1 million subscribers, but she ain't talking about a motherfucking thing. Okay, what difference is she making in the community? What change is she bringing with these million motherfuckers? Okay. Some of them who I suspect are bought subscribers. You can buy subscribers. You can buy views and viewers. Okay. Okay. And and you know, I could be out here cloud chasing too if that was my thing, but that ain't even my thing. I could impress you motherfucking niggas by buying a whole bunch of subscribers, a whole bunch of views, just to set them numbers on my motherfucking page and impress the fuck out of you. Cause you impressed by fucking numbers. I could play a lot of tricks on y'all. Okay. I could play with your emotions if that was my thing. Because let's face it. You can pimp these motherfucking niggas and that could be your fucking game. You can exploit these niggas and monetize these niggas if that's what you want to do. Okay, and it's a whole lot of that going on. Y'all throw them cash apps at these garbage ass YouTubers, but the ones that's talking something with substance and keeping it motherfucking for real 100, y'all don't like that. Y'all don't appreciate that. Y'all don't value that. But I'm still gonna be true to myself, whether you be true to me or not. Okay, I'm still gonna be true to me and value me and appreciate me, whether you appreciate and value me or not. Okay, and what God has for me is for me. But I'm gonna be honest, I was really in my feelings this weekend, and I did shed a tear too when I saw Jimmy. Seemed like he was doing a little bit of clout chasing. I said, Jimmy done took this suit coat and this necktie and went over here and interviewed with this loud ghetto garbage ass YouTuber and the begging pastor, but he ignoring me. Really, you gonna get out of jail and do me like this, Jimmy? I thought you was a change man, and you want to call your book Snakes in the Garden. He want to talk about the snakes. Look like the snakes is not just in the garden. Look like the snakes is on the internet too. Jimmy, look like to me you might be one of them snakes. Are you talking about yourself? Okay. And it seems like he wants to do a whole lot to compensate for his time in prison and throw Marjorie under the bus. That's what it looks like. It looks like to me this is a campaign to throw Marjorie under the bus, her and Steve Harvey. And I don't support that. I'm not going to support it. But it's a whole lot of people that will, because it's a whole lot of people that's jealous. Niggas, it ain't nobody but the niggas. It's a whole lot of niggas that's jealous and got an agenda to try to destroy Marjorie and Steve Harvey. That's why you can't get blessed. Because you hating on somebody you should be trying to learn from. You can't take nothing from Steve Harvey but fucking notes. Okay? That's all you can take from him. The same nigga, just like the begging pastor, he been trying to do the same thing that Steve Harvey been doing for years, but look at him, he's still struggling. He's still a struggling grandpa. Can't even hardly breathe. Sick, too fucking sick, and still hating on this man. If you turn from your wicked ways, maybe God will bless you. Maybe God will heal you. Okay. Maybe God will let you breathe and be a ventilator for you. If you stop being a fucking old ass hater. And clout chaser. I'm sick of it. But if that's what Jimmy want to run to, If those are the arms that Jimmy want to run to, go ahead, Jimmy. Knock yourself out. If you want to go over there with them big raggedy ass niggas, go ahead. Huh. Hello? Hello?
Hello. What's the name?
Carmen.
What can I get you?
Yes, I would like the number 2 meal, please.
You want the regular or the deluxe?
I want the regular, please.
Alright, and what's the drink?
Let me have some pepper jack cheese on there also. And I want a half tea, half lemonade, just a little ice. A large drink. Y'all always give me medium. So I got
a large half tea, half lemonade?
Yes.
Okay, anything else?
That'll be all.
It'll be 11:01.
Alright. But yeah, that made me feel away. But I'm over it now. Now that I can see clearly now. Yeah, I can see clearly now what Jimmy's agenda is. So I think it's a shame to get out of jail and still have all of this vindictiveness in your heart, Jimmy. Hello.
Hi, it's gonna be 11:01.
Okay, I got these two. And you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But if you promise the Lord, Jimmy, that you would get out of jail and you would dedicate the rest of your life to educating these young boys, why are you not educating these young boys instead of trying to clout chase off of Marjorie and Steve Harvey and try to find a way to nip at their heels and destroy them and their reputation?
Okay, did you want to add another? These are just for the chicken sandwich.
Add another.
Or 8 count. So they took off the spicy chicken sandwich.
Uh-huh.
So did you want to do another one or just want to keep that for next time?
Okay, I keep this one.
Okay. It's going to be $6.16 now.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, I was in my feelings about it, but I'm over it now. So I was gonna buy the book. but I'm not gonna buy the book now. I was gonna spend that $30 on the book, but I'm not gonna buy that book now, and I'm not gonna support it. And I don't want to hear nothing else that Jimmy has to say. I don't want to hear it. And if anybody want to hear it, y'all welcome to hear it, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing. How much you say?
$6.16.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. All right. $6.16. I think I got 16 cents. Hold on. Let's see. Huh. I think I got 16 cents. I think that might be 10, right? Okay. Thank you. You want me to go ahead?
Oh, you want the drink? You gotta need to change first.
Oh, that's right. But I was really in my feelings at first this weekend, and like I said, I did shed a little tear. Because my feelings was hurt. You gonna step over me and ignore me? And I thought, thank you. Have a good night. And I thought Jimmy was for all black folks and equality and all of this, and then you gonna make a decision to go with those niggas and ignore me. Like I'm not nobody. Like I don't matter. Really, like my little platform is nothing, and theirs is something. You gotta watch these niggas. They'll have you they'll have you questioning your worth. They'll have you looking at yourself like you ain't nothing, and they something. And the niggas that they affiliate themselves with, is something. Baby, I know I'm popping without all these possibly bought subscribers. Okay. And don't let these motherfuckers fool you, because a lot of them be watching my platform for
Hey, Super Carmen?
yes.
Alright, here's your sunjoy.
I get too much going on right here.
Here you go.
All right. Is there some ice in there? Yeah. Okay. But I sure hope my fries be hot. And then have some salt on them. They don't want to put salt on the fries.
Hey, did you need any condiments or sauces?
No. I hope my fries is hot.
Yes, ma'am, they are.
Okay.
They just put them out.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Okay, she said they just put them out. She look like she don't tell lies. So I guess I can believe her. I guess I can believe her. And things. So yeah. Baby, I was in my feelings at first, but I'm over it now. Now that I see what's really going on. Yeah. I could be wrong, but I think Jim is trying to clout chase off of Marjorie and Steve Harvey. And he trying to get his lick back. Okay. I think he's in his feelings about having to spend that time in prison. And while he was in prison, he was just thinking about Marjorie and how she had, got away and he did the little time for her and she went ahead and did her thing and blah, blah, blah. And to my understanding, he's supposed to be the father, the biological dad of her two oldest children. But look like to me, Laura is looking just like him. But allegedly, her biological dad is supposed to be Jimmy's cousin. I don't know, the first cousin, second or third cousin. I don't know. But maybe it's because they still in that same bloodline. She looking just like him. I think they need to swab the inside of her mouth and do a DNA test. She looking just like him. And them older two not really looking like him. I think it's the other way around. I think it's the cousin that's done fathered them two older children. And he is the dude. It's too much fucking done went on through that family. And with the same woman and thing. But anyway, obviously, I done drew the conclusion that Majorie, she might have some good pussy. And she know what to do with it. She just been slanging that thing and thing. That thing been thinging and thing. And she ain't through yet. So we might need to take some notes, girl. And I gotta admire a woman that know how to thing that thing and get her a millionaire. Okay. I got to admire a woman that know how to slang that pussy and get a millionaire attention and thing. I'm looking for me one. So if anybody got Marjorie's phone number, tell her, come and teach me a thing or two. And things. Woo. Thank you, God, for the food. Bless you. Amen. Oh, I should have asked her for some ketchup. Oh, that is good and hot. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm not going to criticize Marjorie. I want Marjorie to teach me how to do some tricks on these dinglings and things. I need her to tell me what to say to these men. Because she obviously got some skills. Okay. She got some skills. So, I don't want to hear Jimmy say nothing about dragging Marjorie. I need her to be a school teacher. She can teach us girls something. Yeah. And a woman that know how to get them millionaire attention. That's a woman that I want to admire. I'm not gonna drag her. I'm not gonna criticize her. Laying up in that $1 million house, taking all them nice flights and things, wearing all them pretty ass clothes, and them pretty ass wigs and all that pretty ass makeup, and she look like she smell good and things. I'm not gonna drag Majorie or Steve Harvey and his mustache. All them jobs that he got. And laying up on all them sailboats and things. Jimmy needs to be taking notes because he can't take nothing else from Steve and Marjorie Harvey and things. He can't take nothing else but motherfucking notes. Okay? That's all you can take from him, Jimmy. So, at 77 years old, I think he needs to go somewhere and sit down. Okay? And be grateful grateful that God got him out of that cell block. And stop coming out here trying to show out and throw folks under the bus and things. And making a difference in one black person and the other who you want to interview with and things. You ought to be glad anybody want to talk to you. Okay. I'd be glad. And over here making me cry and feel a certain way because you don't want to interview with me. I'm over it, but I'm just saying. I'm over it. But I did cry a little bit when I saw that he ignored me and my little request to interview his garbage ass. And then he gonna go over there with them garbage ass YouTubers. That ugly ass blogger that looked like a female version of Lil Boosie. And the begging pastor. Ah! I was feeling away. I was feeling away. But he got the right. I don't know why they don't never had his chicken hot. But he got the right to interview with these bootleg bloggers if he want to. Okay. He got the right. If in his mind he feel like they more worthy and they better than me. And we all know that's not true. Those of us that got good sense, we all know that's not true. He got the right to hook up with these loud ghetto ass niggas and interview. And they can't even afford. They got all this money. They so rich. But they can't afford to put no battery in that smoke detector. Woo! That old bootleg interview. Smoke detector going off through the interview. I had to check and see was it mine and things. Woo! Niggas. It was real niggerish. I'm not hating on the interview. I'm just saying it was real niggerish. And them old tired, vague ass questions. See, my interview skills is better. I got better interview skills. I would have been asking some juicy questions and things. I would have had it more interesting. But he want to go over there with them bootleg bloggers. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But you know, there's a lot of people sleeping on Carmen Kaboom. And I'm not gonna get upset about them sleeping on me and trying to make me feel like I ain't nobody and I'm the little YouTuber that don't matter. Meanwhile, they looking at my page in the bushes. They in the bushes looking on my page for inspiration and things. Meanwhile, they got these alternate fake profiles and trolling me and things. And sending YouTube and Google all these lies to try to sabotage my platform. To try to keep their foot on my neck while they pretend like they the bigger YouTuber. Oh, I know the game that's getting played. But let me tell you something. What God has for me is for me. Hallelujah. And sometimes God keep you hidden. He'll let people underestimate you. He'll let people not see you or pretend to not see you and things. Until an appointed time. Touch your neighbor and say an appointed time. Ooh, it's like he's getting me ready for a certain time. And when it's time to pop me out, and pop my collar thing, can't no bootleg blogger in hell stop me. The Bible said, the last shall be first. Yeah. And if you notice, God is allowing a lot of these so-called bigger bloggers to come tumbling down. Look at Hassan Campbell calling himself the king of YouTube, the biggest YouTuber. And look at YouTube a few weeks ago, demonetized. Touch your neighbor and say demonetized. Demonetized that nigga's channel. And he don't know why. He just crying. I thought you was the bigger YouTuber. You the king of YouTube. You see how God let that nigga come thrashing down. But you was so big. You was popping your collar. You was so this. You was so that. You better watch it. You better humble yourself. And you got a lot of these nigga YouTubers. They let them cash apps go to their head. They got them. They let them subscribers, them big numbers of them subscribers go to their head. Yeah. I'm so glad I know how to be humble with a cash app. I'm so glad I know how to be humble with a super chat. I'm so glad I know how to be humble with some extra subscribers and things. And I know YouTube been hating on me so long. It's a lot of games getting played. One day I'm gonna tell my story how I survived YouTube. It's a lot of games and politics going on with YouTube. I get way more subscribers than 12,000. It's been 12,000 for 12 years or more. And they've been suppressing my numbers and things. Every time I upload a video, no matter what it is, demonetized. I don't give a fuck because God, I get my increase from God. Okay. I don't give a fuck. And then what about this part? We're still in a legal case. I'm in a lawsuit with some other YouTubers. We still going to court. And I pray to God we get close to resolving this case real soon. And I'll be able to tell the judge how dirty YouTube and Google has been to me. Yeah, every video demonetized, suppressing my numbers, won't send the notifications out. All these games they playing to sabotage my channel and build another motherfucker channel up. Yeah, I'm gonna tell it. But anyway, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'll let you girl. Peace.